It is Simon McCoy's Good News segment. Did you like my drum roll?
That's quite a build-up.
Yeah.
I hope I don't disappoint. We start with this. I don't know where, I don't know when, but this dog playing the piano and singing alongside his young friend, well, this is what Twitter is all about.
It's a thing of beauty. I'm kind of glad I'm not their next door neighbours, if I'm honest.
As I said, I don't know where it was. Maybe not Twitter for a while, but every now and then you come across something and you just...
Love it.
You haven't seen that before,
Just love it.
You'll have enjoyed it.
I think my favourite part was the kid, like, wiggling their bottom and to the sort of howling. It was great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It had everything. We move on. Now, when Colin Steer discovered a dip in the floor of his living room in Plymouth, he thought he'd do some digging. And in fact, he spent the last 10 years doing just that, digging. He's discovered a 17-foot deep medieval well there. He's now recovering objects, including a coin from 1725. It's taken him so long to excavate because when he first discovered it, he had 3 small children running around, so his wife, Vanessa, said, just cover it up. But when he retired in 2012, he started digging again. So far, he's discovered a sword that's 5 feet below the soil. That led him to believe it could date back to medieval times. He said the site plan suggests the record of the well in the 1500s. Now, he says he hopes to eventually extend the walls of the wall right up into his living room to create a feature coffee table. I suspect Vanessa will have different ideas.
That is...
That's quite something, isn't it?
That is super cool. I used to work in this pub in Gloucester. Cafe Rene, great pub, and that's got a big medieval well in the middle that's a feature, and it's amazing. I love stuff
if you
like
like them and put perspex, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
anyway, right. I can see
good find.
Yeah. Good. Now, a science story. You like these?
Love science.
Scientists from Google and Harvard University have put together a colourful.
Is that Google University?
Google and Harvard University.
I'm joking.
Scientists from Google. Anyway, they've put together a colourful 1.4 petabyte.
What's one of those?
Reconstruction of a human brain. Now, that's apparently equivalent to 1 million gigabytes. This is... Maps depict the cerebral cortex, which accounts for how sophisticated cognitive functions like thinking, memory, language, and perception are processed. Now, this contains 225 million images from 1 cubic millimetre of brain tissue. Includes millions of neuron fragments, 130 million annotated synapses, and much, much more.
That's definitely what my brain looks like after a few vodkas.
Yeah. Well, Google, who spent a lot more on their brain than others, they say the 3D map only covers 1/1,000,000th the volume of the entire human brain. It is remarkable. And if you go on their website, you can pick, it does the blood vessels, it does all
wow.
And it's fascinating.
That is amazing.
Science.
Love science. I mean, I can't do science. I haven't got a scientific bone in my body, but that's why I like it so much.
Well, this can probably show it. Right. An Arizona woman's photo of her unusual house guests has gone viral on the internet. A pack of young bobcats, referred to as a Kindle, they've taken over the front porch of Kate Smith's home. She posted this picture of 3 young kittens sleeping near her house's entryway, and that has gone viral. There we are.
I am jealous now. I want that more than the well. Give me a few bobcats. Yeah. Oh, look at that. They were beautiful.
Fine until they wake up and scratch your eyes out.
I have that with my own cat sometimes. 5 o'clock in the morning when she gets hungry.
Too much? OK. I want you to meet Kiwi, a special needs duck who's unable to walk on her own after she's survived an attack by a fox. Well, she now gets around like this, on of wheeled prosthetics to help her gain strength in her legs. That's all I have to say. I will let the pictures speak for themselves. As I say, there's no more to say. Just keep watching. She wiggles her bottom in a minute. No, let's stick with it, stick with it.
Because I wonder if, when animals have these contraptions and things, whether they
how pleased they really are.
Yeah, whether they understand that humans made me this Meccano to help me repair, or why the hell, I've been through a fox attack, why am I now attached to this?
She seemed all right. Anyway.
She seemed all right, yeah.
Now, less than 3 years after his death, Warrington's secret Lowry and works from him are about to be exhibited at 2 prestigious shows in London. Now, this is Eric Tucker. His talent was discovered when his family were astonished to find around 370 paintings and thousands of drawings at his end-of-terrace house in Warrington when his health began to deteriorate. Well, that led to a pop-up exhibition at his home, which led to rave reviews. Now, his evocative images of northern and working-class life will hang at 2 major West End galleries on the same walls that Picasso's have been graced, all of them painted, in fact, in his mother's front room. He's actually been described as the secret Lowry. He was self-taught. Well, Eric Tucker, the secret painter, that's on from this Saturday until August the 3rd, and that's fun.
I really like the look of those paintings, actually.
Well, someone said they're not Larrys, they're actually more complex than Larrys.
They are more complex. There's matchstick men and matchstick cats and dogs.
Picks up the humour in Warrington and...
Yeah, but you don't often see, I sometimes think, especially today, those portrayals of, working class life and industrial cities, it's always, chocolate box idylls and things like that. And I thought they were really good, actually.
The only sadness is, as I say, he died 3 years ago, but one suspects these pictures are going to be worth something.
Are you an arty-farty? Do you like a good art gallery?
Yeah, I'll happily walk round one. I'll go to the Louvre as long as the bar's open for lunch. Anyway, I want to show you this. A special 60th birthday celebration for the world's oldest living male gorilla. This is Ozzy. He's a Western lowland gorilla. He's the oldest male gorilla on record, according to his caretakers. This is at Zoo Atlanta. So the big guy enjoyed a multi-tiered ice cake that's full of frozen fruit and some extra love from the staff. According to a press release from the zoo, he's 350 pounds and he's more than 20 descendants that span 3 generations.
He didn't look very impressed by that cake, did he?
Well, you'll be like that when you're 6.
Carbs!
Oh, but he was not going carbs. Let's bring you some good news on the job front. Always welcome here on GB News. JCB has started a fresh recruitment drive for 500 new agency workers after the company said demand for its machinery continues to soar. The British manufacturer is taking on additional agency employees at its 11 plants in Staffordshire, Derbyshire and Wrexham. It's also offering 300 existing agency workers permanent JCB contracts. Apparently all their vehicles for the next year, they're already sold.
Amazing. And do you know something that I love? I got into a little bit of a weird obsession when I was living abroad of watching dancing diggers on YouTube, because JCB do these huge choreographed performances of all of their diggers. Amazing. So I sound like a real nerd, but if you've never seen them, it's worth a look.
Excellent.
All right.
Now, this is TikTok user Andy Zhang. He's using his platform to teach people small but effective ways to control their body's reactions. His video series, Tricks That Give You Power Over Your Own Body, help people with everything from managing cramps to dealing with sleeping limbs. Here are a number of tricks Zhang shared throughout his series that you might find come in a little handy.
You guys are going to want to thank me later, because here's some really useful tricks that you can literally use to give yourself more power over your own body. Part 1, by the way. If you ever feel your gag reflex come on when you're eating food, brushing your tongue, or doing something else, literally all you have to do is grab your left thumb in your hand and the gag reflex will go away. If you ever find yourself in the dreaded situation where you just really need to go number 1 or number 2, but you just don't have access to a bathroom, you just scratch the back of your calf really, really hard. This literally stalls your brain and just gives you more time to find a bathroom. I'm not surprised he's going viral. So, now, the gagging one, if you've had a PCR test,
right,
and it goes in the back of your throat, next time I'm going to try that.
Right.
He says.
And what did you have to scratch so you didn't need the lube? Back of your calf. I think they said calf. Calf. It was. I couldn't. I was like, back of your what now? Back of your calf. So if you need the loo, you scratch the back of your leg.
Oh, particularly useful if you're driving, he says.
All right. I'll be watching you. So coming up to an advert break if you're getting in there. not me, obviously.
I want to show you a video from the back-to-back crew. They're on the pitch, of course, the players at Wembley right now, but this message in a fusion of Bhangra and street dance. You like the way of the popular beat combo, I'll say next. Anyway, this is still valid. Let's have a listen to this. We love that.
Love
That's
it.
what she did. She was dancing throughout that.
I love it.
Something I'm never going to recover from seeing.
I love a bit of Bhangra. I was changing the light bulbs. You know that one?
No, I don't. Is that what you do?
Yeah, I used to live in India. You have to be able to do the...
Can you do both together?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. They'll be signing me up next.
Just think you could be watching
Get in
the football
touch.
instead of this.
GBnews at gbnews.uk. Yeah, you could be.